Yo, what is up, guys? Back for another video here. Wheel spin for the win. So I'm going to try and do a video today where we spin a wheel that gives us our overalls for our players. I'm going to do a random.org to tell us what our order of players are, and I'm going to do a random.org to tell us what teams we have to pick them from. It'll make a lot more sense once we actually get into it, so let's start. As you can see, guys, the wheel. The wheel's going to be the last thing we do, but it's up first. I'll show it first. We have the following. Less than 79. Again, this is overall, if you can't figure that out. Less than 79, 80 to 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93 plus, and spinner's choice. Only things to clarify here, spinner's choice, essentially I can take whatever overall I want. Again, if there's a player that, we've been just getting all two-way forwards just the way it's been working out, and I really want a sniper. If I want to take someone a little bit lower overall, not just take the best player available, I can take, an 88 instead of a 90, so I can get a sniper. 79 and under, again, if they're under 79. In the event we run into something that, say we go to a team and it says 93 plus, they don't have a 93 plus, we'll just take the highest player available. Same thing with less than 79. If for some reason the team doesn't have anyone that's 79 or under, again, that should say 79 or under. If we have a team that doesn't have a 79 or under, we'll take the lowest player on the team of the position that we're picking. This brings us to the next part, randomizer. From here, I have all 32 teams. I'm going to randomize the teams. Teams 1 through 20, 2 goalies, 6 defensemen, 12 forwards, a full lineup. The first 20 are going to be the teams that we get to choose from. Then for this one, this is our forwards and defense. So essentially what I'll do the teams, I'll do the forward and defense, we'll line it up, then I'll do the spins in order. So for instance, if we spin and forwards on the top, and here there's the Leafs on the top, and we get spinner's choice, I can take Austin Matthews because he's a forward, he's on the Leafs, and he is 93 plus or spinner's choice. It's pretty simple when you really think about it, but again, I can see why it can be a bit confusing. So let's start with our teams. I'm going to do 5 randomizations to start. 5. I'm going to do 5 for this and 5 for the forward defenseman. Pretty self-explanatory. So let's start with the teams here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and lucky number 5. Here we go. 1 through 22. Our teams will be from the Minnesota Wild to the Winnipeg Jets. So not being part of our team today, or sorry, guys, I lied, 1 through 20. So not making the cut today. The Devils, the Jets, the Blackhawks, the Lightning, the Penguins, Flames, Senators, Ducks, Sharks, Stars, Rangers, Predators. I think a good mix of bad teams, like the Sharks, the Ducks, teams that you probably don't want to pick a player from, but then also we're missing out on Jack Hughes, Connor Hellebuck, Bedard, Crosby. All the Lightning superstars. So, again, it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to keep a list going. You guys can't see it. Obviously, you'll get to see it after. Okay, let's do the other list here. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, here's our list. Again, it's what I said. 12 forwards, 6 defense, 2 goalies. If I really screw something up, I'm going to miss and say I only have 11 forwards there, then I'm going to just, whatever team that got shorted, it's that last team there, that team is getting is going to be a lowest overall player. If it's my screw up, I get punished 5 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to start with mostly again, obviously it's mostly forwards, and we have 20, so that's good. So I'm going to copy and paste this one, get it over into my list that I have, and then we'll start actually picking players here. We'll click and spin. We'll add it up. You can see our list here. So from Minnesota, we get a forward, Vancouver forward, so on and so forth. So unfortunately, we are going to get a goalie from Columbus, but we are going to get Florida. So hopefully we can fall in a place where we can get Bob If not, goalie's going to be tough. But, I mean, that is what it is. So, let's spin our first one from the Minnesota Wild. We are going to be picking... There's no way. Okay. Any player. Just going to do this because it's the quickest way to do it. So, let's go through all of our players here. I would just skip this, but... Again, when things like this happen, where I get this back-to-back, I want you guys to actually believe that I'm being honest here. And I am going to select these in... Oh, wrong button. I am going to select these in order, so I can't, cheese it. I'm just going to take it in order. I mean, again, this doesn't look good for me. But again, it's honest. It's the wheel. I can't cheat the wheel. And I'm sure I've started off hot. I'm sure it'll end off not as hot. I mean, it's keeping hot here. Next team, Philadelphia Flyers, our first defenseman. And we are getting a 85-86. I'll take it. I might do this video again. It's a pretty easy one, but it's a fun one. It's super random. I don't get any choice in what players get picked. Goalie, Florida. That is what we needed. Okay, that's huge. 93 plus. I'm not sure what Bob is, but he's gonna be on the team. He's obviously gonna be the closest. Vegas here. Oh my god. Again, it's making it look like this is rigged. And yeah, after we get all of our wheel spins done, I'm just going to hop right over into create a team. I already have it loaded up. We'll basically do it live here. Edmonton, 85-86. That is unfortunate. That's the team you want to get, 93 plus or player's choice. Spinner's choice, sorry. Not player. I'm just a spinner, not a player. Columbus for our other goalie, we get 85-86. So I'd imagine that'll be the best goalie on their team. Elvis, I guess. He's probably an 85. From Colorado, another team where you want to get a really high one. We still got 89-90. Probably, someone like Landeskog maybe. Even Nichushkin might be in that range. I feel like he is. Spinner's choice from Buffalo. We'll take it. Now, from the Islanders. Again, I don't even know who I want from the Islanders. But they're not an 83-84. Whoever it would be that I would want. I mean, again, I can probably make this easier or harder on myself next time. From Utah, 87-88. I'm going to try and go a little bit quicker here, so it's not taking up too much time of just boring wheel spin. And we creep into 85-86. Okay, another defenseman. I'd love to fall in the range for Slavin, but that is not going to happen. We keep getting shafted here on our defenseman, it seems. We have an 89-90 defense from... Oh, I just realized from Colorado. We wouldn't have been able to get McKinnon or Nichushkin or any of those guys anyway, so probably be a Devon Toews, I think, from the Leafs. Again, another team you want to get a big, high number. We don't get it, so again... I've been hitting all these really high numbers and really good numbers, but with not as good of teams. I mean, Minnesota and Vancouver is great. And then we get Montreal and we get an 80-82. Maybe we'll get a young player from Montreal. Maybe we get maybe we'll take Lane Hudson if he's that high. Probably isn't yet. From Washington, spinner's choice. On defense. I'm not actually sure who I'll pick. Detroit forward, I'd like to get a high one to get a Larkin, Raymond. Every time I say it, it goes the other way. 86, who's that probably going to be? A Andrew Kopp, maybe? And for our last one, from the Bruins, a forward. Give us a high number. Let us take pasta. Just give us that any spin. This will probably be our first 79 that I've said it. And again, it looks like it's rigged. Any player. We didn't hit. Did we hit we hit 180 to 82. And we hit 79 and less. All right. I will every now and then I'll jump back just so you can see the list here, just so you guys can see. Make sure I'm being honest here, but don't worry, I have nothing to gain from being anything but honest here. So, back to the game. First up, we have the Minnesota Wild. From the Minnesota Wild, we can take any player we want. We're taking Kirill the Thrill, and it's a forward. I've got to make sure that it could be the only thing that I could possibly screw up. After that, we have Vancouver Canucks. Once again, we have a forward, and we have any player. And I'm just realizing now that, you know, I'm gonna have to be responsible for trying to keep track of our centers and our left wing, right wings. So I think for these any players, I should try and get, you know, first line out of the way here. I'm taking JT Miller. He deserves to be. LA is next. From LA, we are forward again, 91 to 92. And here we go. The first instance. We don't have a 91 to 92 on the team. So we're gonna go to, you know, the next lowest category. Which 91 after 91 to 92, it would have been 89 to 90. I personally would have taken Kempe, but since I'm saying we're going one tier down, we're going to take Kopitar. After that, Seattle Kraken, which might end up being another one of those teams because we need to take an 89 to 90. Let's see if they have one. They do not have an 89 to 90. We have to go down a tier, which they don't have anyone for that one again. Jared McCann is going to be the next guy up. He's a forward. We need to take a forward. He's the you know, the highest overall, or, you know, the lowest that fits. After that, we have Philadelphia and our first defenseman, and we're 85 to 86. So, I mean, once again, we don't have an 85 to 86. Cam York fits in that next tier. He's the next guy. We're taking Cam York. After Philly, we have Florida. Florida's our goalie. And again, Florida's our goalie. We had 93 plus, you can see. Oh, here we go. I can actually point it out to you guys. We had 93 plus for goalie. Obviously, Bob, as you just saw, he's the highest rated goalie. He's not there, but he's 88. So we're going to take Bob. Next, we get Las Vegas, forward, and we get any overall once again. Vegas Golden Knights. So again, this is where it gets interesting because we don't have a right winger yet, and I feel like it'd be dumb not to take Jack Eichel, but part of me doesn't want to take him because we have so many centers already. Again, it'd be dumb not to take him. We'll take Jack Eichel. Next up is the Edmonton Oilers, and for the Edmonton Oilers, we have an 85-86 forward. So their only person that falls in that category is Nuge, which is, again, why I said I didn't want to do centers, because there's another center for us. I mean, I'd rather have players that can take face-offs playing on the wing than just screw ourselves. Up next, Columbus. Once again, a goalie, 85 to 86. Wow, so Elvis is their highest, as long as I didn't miss someone. He should be. Yeah, so Elvis is their highest, and he's only an 82, so that's who we're taking. After Columbus, we're going to Colorado, which is nice. Defenseman, 89 to 90. Perfect. Devontae is exactly who I wanted, and he is 89. Easy pick. Next up, Buffalo Sabres. Once again, an any player. Sorry, Buffalo Sabres, any player forward. I mean, I think it'd just be dumb not to take best overall. But I know it's another center, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's just take Tage Thompson. I almost called him Tristan Thompson, the basketball player. After Buffalo, we have the Islanders. I went the long way around. We have the New York Islanders defenseman 83 to 84. 84, 84, 83. So it's going to be Romanov. Romanov's the only one that fits. After him, we have Utah. With Utah, we have, again, I'll jump back just to show you guys. Utah forward 87, 88. I've been honest with so far, unless I've screwed something up. And if I have, then I'm sorry, but I shouldn't have. It's pretty easy. Again, so sorry. Utah forward 87 to 88. So close, but I'll take Dylan Gunther, and it's a winger, not a centerman. Finally, after Utah, we are at St. Louis. For St. Louis, forward 85 to 86. I mean, yeah, it has to be Buchnevich, another left winger. I don't know if we have a right winger on this team yet. After St. Louis, it's Carolina, and it is a defenseman, 83 to 84. 83 to 84 is interesting. So we have really no options. It's Sean Walker, 83 to 84. He's our guy. Next, we have the Leafs. Again, I'm not too ashamed to say it. My favorite team. Forward 87 to 88. It would have been really nice to get, that any player, but I'll take John Tavares at 87. I didn't realize he was that low in this game. After that, if you guessed that Toronto was my favorite team, you can probably guess what my least favorite team is. Montreal Canadiens. 80 to 82. Defenseman. So we have Savard. We have Carrier. Yeah, so we're going too far here. I think I might no, I'm gonna go for Savard. I'm gonna get a defensive defenseman. We're 80 to 82. Yeah, we'll take David Savard. Then we get Washington. Washington, defenseman, any player. We're taking John Carlson. I don't even have to think about it. I was thinking about Chychrun, but with that difference in overall, it's not even a real consideration. After them, we have Detroit for our penultimate pick, second to last. Detroit forward 85, 86. I mean, it has to be Kane. He's the only one that fits, and I absolutely love that. Patty Kane, right winger, 85. And for our last pick, Boston Bruins, a forward, any player. Wrong way. Boston Bruins, any player. I have to take a forward. We haven't gotten a lot of right wingers. Pasta's our guy. And as you can see, lineup 20 out of 40, forwards 12, defense 6, goalies 2. We are $38 million over the cap. I'll go back to the list one more time if you guys want to have a peek at it. There it is. That's our team. That's what I followed. Again, I just realized Kaprizov's a right winger too, so we're going to have one of Kaprizov or Pasternak, I think, on the second line at least. It's a pretty good team. I think this could be our best team we've ever made. Defense is a little lacking. But again, it's a pretty good team that we've built here for ourselves. Again, I let the standard colors go. We are the Wheeling Spins. I guess I'll just show you the jerseys here quick. Again, I just took the colors that they were. I think it actually works pretty well. So that's it. The Wheeling Spins. I was going to use the actual Wheeling Nailers logo, but this wheel fits better. Oh, it's done this to me again where it's deleted all my other previous teams. But either way, I'll get it loaded up into season, and I'll see you guys in a second. League type NHL, roster control standard, fantasy drafts off, CPU trades off, just because I don't want any trades to happen. Difficulty obviously doesn't matter for this. We have to take a team out. You know what? Let's go back over here. Let's go back here. Let's go here again. We're at 5. Let's do 5 more. Go to 10. Whoever's on top, that's who comes out of the league. 6, 7, 8, 9, and lucky number 10, the Toronto Maple Leafs. My favorite team. They are coming out of this league. Okay, let's substitute team. Pray to God that we're not getting screwed up here. Again, I don't know where all my other created teams are. You know, I have quite a few created. That's who we're going to be controlling. We're 93 overall. I thought we would be a little bit higher, but to be fair, we are the highest rated team in the entire league. I just noticed that the Avs are only 87, which is kind of crazy to me. I'll get injuries turned off. I think it might be under rules. It is. Which I don't know why injuries are a rule. Maybe don't question EA. So everything else, we're all good to go. Start season. I'm still been between going into franchise mode and doing this or doing season mode. I kind of think I like doing the season mode for these single ones. I'm gonna try doing a fantasy draft through season mode. I think soon. Oh my God, this team is sick. Head coach edit lines off. Oh, Kaprizov is actually a left winger, which I am not upset about in the slightest. I don't even remember drafting Jared McCann. We should have no scratches. We don't. Oh yeah, I did have to take McCann. Okay, losing it here. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna leave those lines as is. I'm not gonna touch the power play. I don't have time for those things. Defense, elite first line, a middle pairing, and a pretty good third pairing. Not upset about that. And then Bobrovsky and Merzlikins, hopefully Merzlikins. I'm losing it. Hopefully Bob plays the majority of the games. I'm sure he'll play probably 60 plus. That's the team. I'm predicting it. The streak of losing is finally over. This is going to be our team that wins the cup. I'm going to sim up to the end of the regular season, show you how everyone did, and we'll hop into the playoffs. We're making the playoffs. Kaprizov's going to lead us. He's going to score 56 goals, 115 points. I'll probably forget that by the end of the sim, but that's what I'm predicting. I don't even remember what I said at this point. I'll see you guys shortly. I've simmed just far enough. Every team is done. All 82 games played. We didn't win the President's Trophy, which I thought we would with that team. It looks like the Jets are. I think we finished second in the league, though we didn't. Okay, let's hop in and have a look at all the stats here. For our team here, Pasta 106, Eichel 103, Kaprizov 100. Anytime you have more than even one player over 100 in this game is fantastic. Goals is also going to be Pasta 48. I feel like I should have picked him to lead the team, but it is what it is. After that, a pretty big fall off here. The second, I think these guys were our second line, and to only put up 65, 63, and 52, I guess they're not all getting the power play time they're typically used to. Savard is the lowest here, and we did actually have some minuses, which again is surprising. I think that was our third line, but again, John Tavares, 28 points. Got to feel bad for the guy playing on the fourth line. Goalies, thank God Elvis didn't play much. His record's actually great, but his save percentage in GAA not. Games played 19 for him, 13 wins, 3 losses, no OT, no shutouts, 8.95 and a 3.09. Bob, better numbers, 67 games, like I said, well over 60, 41 wins, 22 losses, 3 OT losses, 6 shutouts, which is crazy because that's what Hellebuck's already at so far this year through, like the midway of the season in real life. Save percentage, 904 and a 279. Pretty good numbers. Not crazy, but again, nothing to be upset about. Entire league, we have not that. Okay. Let's sort. Let's get minimum 40. Wins, Connor Hellebuck, speak of the guy, 51 wins, 908 and a 290. If he doesn't win the Vezina, something's crazy. His numbers aren't the best by any means, but I mean, if a goalie is winning, if a goalie's winning 51 games in this season, just give it to him. I mean, there's the only person that really stands out here to me is this 919 and 258 by Shesterkin, but I mean, 38 wins compared to 51. Just give it to Hellebuck. Please give it to Hellebuck. Let's look at all skaters. Sam Reinhart leads the way. Sorry, it's just funny because while I was simming, I got a Yahoo Fantasy notification, big game alert, 2 goals in the game that's currently going on with the Flyers here. So he leads the way, 112, followed by not our David Pastrnak, actually. Ours is at 106, and then McKinnon. Pretty good showing here. I mean, again, our Kaprizov, their Kaprizov. But our Eichel is better, so at least we have one that's better. Let's see who leads in goals. It will be Nathan McKinnon and Kaprizov, not ours, both with 54. Kyle Connor not too far behind with 53. Okay, there's your stats. Let's sim up one extra day. See who... actually, can I look at... Oh, there we go. I couldn't figure out how to do this on season mode, so we'll just have a look at the league standings here. Entire league, we do finish second. Let's see if it's 1 through 16. It's not. 1 through 17. Minnesota gets shafted a little bit, but not really. Yeah, so let's sim one day. See who our opponent's going to be for the first round of the playoffs here. Again, I'm confident this is going to be our team that makes it. Look at that. We end the season against Detroit 4-3, and now we go into the playoffs against them. I think last time that this happened to me, we lost in the first round. I think we might have even got swept. We win the first, we win the second, we win the third. Okay. I'm only going to simulate if it's an elimination game or it's a chance to win the cup. I know I might be getting ahead of myself, but I don't care. It looks like the Ducks also got a sweep. Vancouver also got a sweep. And we got a sweep. Wow. That's crazy because that's the real Vancouver Canucks versus the real Oilers. We get Tampa Bay in the next round. Again, first 3 games. Let's sim. We win the first, lose, and then we win an OT. So 2-1 after 3. I'll take that. Let's win this one. Put the pressure on. We do. 4-1. Let's win this one. Close it out in 5. We do not. We're in Tampa Bay. Let's not bring it back home. Let's go home with the next series in play. Looks like we're gonna get Montreal, and again, this is the real Montreal Canadiens, like current day, and in the conference finals. It blows my mind. We win the first, we win all 3. I don't want to change things up. Let's just sim it. I know it's the conference finals. It's a big deal. We sweep them. Looks like we're gonna get Colorado in the finals here, and we do. It's the finals. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Sim the first 3. We win, we lose, we win. We win this one. We have a chance to win the cup. Let's sim the game. I have yet to win a Stanley Cup on this game. Like not even just having fun off camera. Like I have not won a Stanley Cup, and Kirill Kaprizov gets the first on Mackenzie Blackwood. I'm confident. I'm confident this is going to be the one. I mean, the team is kind of broken. It's so good. Lehkonen answers back with not a lot of time left in the first. 1-1 after 1. Again, it's for the cup. We're going to slow sim the whole thing. They're out shooting us, but again, 1-1. I really wanted McKinnon. Didn't want Miles Wood, but he's going to put them ahead halfway through the game here. Halfway through the second period, whatever you want to call it. Every time we get close to passing them in shots, then they get 2 or 3, it seems. We're going to end the second period down by 1. Hopefully we can tie it up quick here. Even better, close it out in regulation, but the faster that time whittles down, the less faith I have. We're starting to put it on, and of course, as soon as we are, McKinnon scores on Bobrovsky. Looks like this won't be our night. Juuso Parssinen? I don't know what his first name is, but we finally get a power play, and we give it right back to them, and they score. Not a great game. Now I'm paranoid. I'm a very superstitious person. And now I've chosen not to simulate, and we've lost. The worst loss, I think, of the entire playoffs. Let's sim again. ×8, first period. Let's go. We score on the first shot of the game. Jared McCann, the man I forgot that we even put on the team. We give them a power play. They don't answer back. I was going to say, we still only have one shot, but then we get a power play and just pour it on. They get a power play. They can't score. Is Bob going to play like Florida Bob? Every time I speak and say something, someone scores. John Carlson for us. Love it. Again, the two guys that I was like considering, Jared McCann, I forgot I picked him. John Carlson, I was thinking about taking someone else, even though he's higher overall, and they're stepping up for us. Second period, still ×8. I'm really glad that we actually made jerseys. McKinnon gets a power play gold, but McCann gets his other second of the night. Love to see it. And it was actually shorthanded. There was a goal for both teams on a Colorado power play. Don't see that very often. They're out shooting us by 10 here. Still 10. Now 11. Okay, they're out shooting us by 12. McKinnon, Parson, and it's looking like a repeat of last game. Hopefully we can get down. Hopefully it doesn't go to OT, because if it does, then I'm going to... As if it does, I'm going to have to watch the whole thing. I'm not missing the cup. We give them a power play. Sorry, guys. I'm stressed. And, of course, we are going to OT. Well, we gotta put our home jerseys on just because they're the only ones we made. We'll make them wear their aways. Let's do it. Let's hope that there's a Stanley Cup being lifted for us right here.
We are just about to drop the puck
here we go. Game 6, I believe. Overtime. 3-3. They win the face-off. Not what you want to see. Tays to Middlestat. They let him walk in. Oh, my God. Okay. Just rip it. Just rip it. To Eichel. Eichel drop. Oh, huge giveaway. Pasta. One-on-one. Too slow. McKinnon too fast. Oh, Tays wide open in the slot. Off the post. All right, Pasta out in front. Oh. Eichel wins it to Carlson. Just don't give it away here. John Carlson's going for a skate. Passes it to Pasta. To Carlson. Carlson, what are you doing? Lekanen coming in. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Oh, what a save by Miller. To Buchnevich. Oh, denied by the pad. JT Miller. Oh, to Thompson. Oh, I should have backhanded it. Up to Thompson. He backtracks for some reason. Oh, beautiful bank pass up to JT Miller. Come on. Oh. Thompson, Buchnevich, Miller. And there it is. We got it. Stanley Cup champions. JT Miller scores it. Doesn't have his number. Doesn't matter. Great guy. Great team player. Who cares? Stanley Cup champions. Finally. Finally done it. The wheeling spins. All it took was a little bit of randomization and realistically no input from this guy for us to finally win the cup. I think it was Kaprizov that I said was leading the way for us, so I'm assuming he's going to be our... Oh, no, there we go. JT Miller scores the game winner. 4 goals, 17 assists, 21 points. A bunch of hits, I'm sure. Your Conn Smythe? I'm sure Vancouver Canucks fans would have nightmares about this right now. Stanley Cup. I didn't pick a captain. I'm gonna guess they gave it to Kaprizov? I don't know. I feel like a lot of times they give it to the highest overall, and I think he is that. And yeah, I was correct. No playoff beard for him. Just the baby face, but he doesn't care. He just wants that Stanley Cup, and there it is. We finally got it. Like I said, just needed a little bit of, little less input from me, I guess, to finally win that cup. There it is. There you have it. Kirill Kaprizov. I finally get to see the Stanley Cup celebration. It's crazy because, you know, it's exactly the same as it was last year. Let's give it to JT Miller before I be selfish and Give it to Tavares. I want to see Johnny T. Look at that beard back there. He looks so old. JT Miller, number 5. I thought he was Colin Miller for a second there. I think he actually does wear number 5, or wore number 5 when he was in Winnipeg there. Or he's still in Winnipeg, but I'm being selfish. John Tavares. I can't hear it right now. I'm sure you guys, I'm sure they're talking about the vet finally getting it and everyone being happy. Ooh, I love it. Look at that. If only I can see it in the blue and white. You know, if there's anything a Leafs fans good at, it's being pessimistic, but boy, would I love to see it. And then I think it's fitting out of all of these, we let Pasta lift his Stanley Cup as well. You know, a lot of questionable facial hair. Pasternak is, yikes. That's quite the colored beard there. It's like mustard in his beard. He's just been getting those electrolytes in him on the bench. And that's it. That's your that's our tour with the cup. Let's get that picture. Bobrovsky. I should have changed the pads. I didn't. Who cares? It's our misfit bunch of players. Eichel and I don't even know who that other A is there. Either way, Stanley Cup champions. Let's see it. Let's put that name on the cup. How good is it that I even put the cup in the thumbnail for this video and we finally managed to win a Stanley Cup. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. The wheeling spins. 24-25 Stanley Cup champions. Kaprizov the captain. I mean, it's a good team. It was. I mean, I said it as soon as we were getting all those pick any player in the 90s and high 80s when we were doing the spins there. This team should have won, and I mean they did. Finish the game. We'll have a look at all the stats for the playoffs. Again, we have a look at the awards, but we have the one that matters finally. After 15, 20 drafts and sims that I've done on this game so far this year. We finally get it. Let's advance that day. Let's get the pop-up. Stanley Cup champion. Wheeling spins. That's us. Season mode's complete. Let's have a look at the awards. We'll do awards first. Stanley Cup goes to us. Presidents to the Jets. Clarence to the Colorado Avalanche. Prince of Wales to us. Individually, Reinhardt with the Ross. Hart to Reinhardt. Morrissey gets the Norris. Lady Bing goes to Reinhardt. Absolutely cleaning up. Calder goes to Splakov. No idea who that is. JT Miller with the Conn Smythe. Shesterkin with the Vezina. Wow, they gave it to Shesterkin even though he had like 15 less wins. Brutal. Vasilevsky with the Jennings. Ekholm with the Bill Masterton. Selke goes to Robert Thomas. Ted Lindsay also goes to Reinhardt. And then Richard goes to McKinnon and not our Kaprizov. Split it. That's your awards. We'll have a look at the playoff tree. And then we'll have a look at the stats. And then we'll be done. We finally won the cup. We know our path. Let's have a look at the Avs. Avs went through Chicago in 6, Nashville in 5. I mean, it's getting crazier. Then they go through the Ducks in 5. So the 3 teams that they went through are teams that absolutely will not make the playoffs this year. I mean, if the Nashville Predators seem confident they can come back, I'm not confident in them. But again, Chicago ain't making it. The Ducks ain't making it. Realistically, Nashville's not making it, and that's who Colorado guts before they meet with us in the final 6 games. So we went through. We had a sweep of the Red Wings, 6 games with the Lightning, a sweep of the Habs, and then 6 games with the Avs to win the Stanley Cup. Finally, we'll have one last look at the player stats here. For us, Kaprizov led the way, 22 points, 10 goals. I mean, again. JT Miller, I guess it's the clutch factor. He only had 4 goals, and 2 of them were game winners. Got him when it counted. It's exactly what you want. So that's the team. I mean, like players like Tavares on that 4th line getting 16 points, gone through with 16. Maybe the hack here is that you're supposed to put really good players on the 4th line, and then they just dominate. Goalies, Bob played every game. 20 games, 16-4 record, no OT, no shutouts, 928 and a 229. Fantastic numbers. Let's have a look at the entire league. Again, obviously Bob, 16 Oh, Blackwood just kind of let the Avs down from the looks of it. But either way, I mean, 20 games, 16 wins. That's the only thing that really matters in the playoffs. Let's have a look at all the skaters. All skaters. Randon leads the way with 25. Makar with 24. Lehkonen with 23. Druin with 22. And then Kaprizov with 22. Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see better from McKinnon, I think, if you're the Avs. Only 20 points in 22 games. Again, it's a game. Let's see who led in goals. I'm guessing it is... Oh, looks like it's McKinnon anyway. He just didn't like to pass the puck this playoff run. So, that's it. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed it. We finally got a Stanley Cup. If you like what you see, I mean, like I said, I'll probably do another wheel spinny or a random.org kind of draft again. If you like it, like, comment, subscribe. Again, I've been saying this on all the videos. Well, I've been trying to, if I remember. Just put a comment, a player's name. Doesn't have to be your favorite player. Doesn't have to be your least favorite player. It can just be any random player, or it can be your favorite player. Whatever you choose. Comment a name. If I get enough, I will make a team of all the comments. That being said, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.